Hello! In this lesson, we're going to have some fun and learn about campaign site design themes. Your site's theme is where you can incorporate your organization's brand and personality to make your site truly special. In the top bar of your site editor, you can easily access your site's theme, giving form, and overall settings. For this lesson, we'll cover themes, so let's click to open our theme menu. This is where we can access the universal font and color settings for our campaign site. Here, you can set your headline and body text with a selection of excellent Google fonts. When you make changes to your theme settings, you'll see these changes applied immediately to your editor preview, which is really helpful. Okay, so what's a heading and what's a body text? Let's jump back into the editor to learn more. In almost all areas where we enter text on our page, we can configure the text hierarchy, which is a fundamental part of HTML syntax, but for now, we just need to know that text assigned to a headline will use your headline font, and non-headline text, including normal paragraph text and your buttons, will use your theme's body font. We could go on for hours about our suggestions for using fonts to bring your campaign to life, but I'll just leave you with a quick thought. Fonts are your tone of voice. It's the way you're speaking to your viewers. Make sure your site's fonts are speaking in a trustworthy and brand-consistent tone of voice. Okay, let's jump back into our theme editor and learn about our site's color palette. Your color palette is very powerful. This is where you can set your primary brand colors that can be applied to page sections in dynamic variations. It's very cool and we'll get there soon. To start, we'll just need to configure 3 color settings. Your accent color is your primary brand color. It should be a strong, bold color. For your light color, in most cases, we recommend using white, but if you do edit this color, keep it light. For your dark color, we recommend using black, but your brand color palette may have a fancy rich black, which you can configure here. As a quick nerdy distraction, I want to share that Fundraiser's brand doesn't ever use pure black. Our darkest color that is used for text on white is actually a deep blue. Subtle details are what brand trust is built on. If you have a designer on your team who can configure these details, it will have a significant impact on your site's experience, and that is why Fundraise provides this level of design control. If you don't want to get stuck in color theory, we recommend keeping your dark colors as pure black, your light color as white, and of course your accent color should match your brand's primary color, which should be a strong, bold color that can pop on a light or dark background. With these 3 colors in place, we can build engaging and dynamic page sections. There's much more we can do with themes, but before we jump down into custom theme variations, let's jump back into the editor to understand how our color palette will be used. Pages are built with sections. Each section can be assigned a theme variation. The theme variation for a section is accessed by clicking the color palette icon for the section. So, for example, this section is assigned to a theme variation that presents dark text on a light background and several button options. If we toggle through the theme variations, we can see the section's color change. This is how themes work. This simple feature enables you to build engaging pages that effectively highlight important content. All sections on your page will enable these theme settings. But wait, there's more. If we click into the content block for this section, we can further customize with our themes. To add a color theme to a content block, you'll first need to raise the surface and then select a theme variation that pops. Okay, there's much more where that came from. But for now, we have a good understanding of how our site's color themes can be used to build engaging page sections. Let's jump back into our theme settings to learn a little bit more. As we just saw, your themes come with 3 variations that can be assigned to specific page sections or content blocks. These theme variations are pre-built based on your customized color palette, and in most cases, we recommend only adjusting the theme variations when needed, but it's a powerful set of configurations if you're feeling fancy. Let's jump into our first theme. Inside the theme, we can configure color settings for specific page elements, including the section background and text colors. We can also configure specific colors for our primary and secondary buttons. It's good to know that this is where you can also configure a button's shape and style as well. For example, we might want to round the corners of our buttons. But wait, what is a primary and secondary button? Great question. Let's jump back into the editor to see buttons in action. In most areas where buttons are placed, you'll have the option to add 2 buttons. This is helpful, for example, if you need one button to open a donation form and another button to open a ticketing form. To add a button to the content block, you can click the content block edit button and configure the button visibility. Here we can see that 2 buttons are possible. Let's toggle on the visibility for the second button. It's good to know that you can additionally configure the button alignment from this tab as well. Okay, so now we have two buttons. If we click in to edit our second button, we can select the style and change it from primary to secondary, and edit the text for this button. Now we have a clearly unique secondary action. This is how you can use primary and secondary buttons from a theme variation. Alrighty, now you know all about campaign site theme settings. See you soon.